Hey and welcome to the Mazda guide on the Oulton Park Foster's layout. This track is easy, which means the guide will be quite short. The only general advice I have for you is to be focused on a good quali run. It's nearly impossible to overtake here unless your opponents make a mistake, which means a bad quali puts you in a really bad spot for the race. Let's take a look at the lap so that you can start at the front and won't have any issues with the pack. Stick to the left side of the track and use the banner on the left barrier as marker for braking. You want to tap the brakes and wait until the very last moment before you turn in. The turn is closing in towards the exit, which is why you don't want to turn in too early. You won't be able to make the turn and lose a lot of time. Instead, you want to stay on the left for a brief moment and aim for a late apex, like I'm doing it here. This allows you to be early on the throttle, way before you reach the curb, and carry a lot of momentum onto the next straight. Make sure to use all available space on the exit, but don't drive beyond the curb. The track limits are strict and you will immediately receive an X1. Approach the next turn on the far right. It's hard to see, but there's a small drop which you can use as marker. Disengage the throttle to about 50% when you reach it, turn in and attack the curb on the inside. The next exit is important because it leads onto a long straight. Messing it up will cost you a lot of time, that's why you don't want to overshoot this braking zone. Use the cones on the left as marker and go hard on the brakes while you let the car swing to the left side of the track. And finally, attack the inside curb and try to be as early on the throttle as possible. The marker for the next turn is the white line in the center of the track. Tap the brakes before you reach its end and attack the inside. This turn is closing in as well, that's why you want to attack the first apex. A tight line allows you to be back on the throttle right after passing the curb. If you are too far on the outside, you will get carried even further out, in the worst case into the grass, and your lap is done. There aren't any great markers for the last turn. You can use the board on the left as orientation, as well as the bumps in the track surface. Go hard on the brakes shortly after you pass the board, and shift down as soon as possible to make use of the engine brake. Attack the inside curb, be early on the throttle, and push to the finish. And that's it. Have fun with the cockpit lap, which is coming up next. You can find all additional lab files on the community Discord, the link is in the description down below. Thanks for your support here on YouTube, Twitch, Patreon, and thanks for watching. I wish you good luck for the next week and see you next time.